Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Hairy Muppet bringing you another cast, and this is actually going to be the very first of my fan-submitted videos. I use the term fan because I guess that's the best term to use. This is from Nix, actually. He's sent me in this video. I've cast a couple of his previously off the website that are down replays, but this is one he emailed me directly, so I'm guessing it's going to be a fairly good game. And I'm guessing also that the games I cast of him, he's been winning, because I tend to be not that polite to the losers in some cases, telling them what they should have done. So anyway, let's hope that Nix wins this game so I don't have to bag him too much. And down the bottom right side we have our Terran player Crucifix, and yeah, he looks like he's doing pretty well. He's got the supply depot gate thing sort of going on here, which is, you know, it's a fairly good approach, but against Protoss is not all that necessary, because you almost never get it up in time to block the scouting probe, and afterwards it's yeah, you just get a couple of stalkers in there and this gate really doesn't do all that much. So that SCV coming to help out, but the probe just runs right by him. Gonna do a bit of a scout around, see what he can see. He's gonna run away, and there's a fair chance that he's gonna get trapped out there, because SCV is gonna go over there and build the supply depot. So he's not gonna see all that much, and he's not gonna be able to see any more because that probe's gonna be blocked out. This would be, actually, is he gonna get the supply depot up in time to block this probe out? I hope he does. It looks like he may not. Looks like that probe may get in again. I really would have there we go, there, this is going to be built right now, and the probe had a chance there. The Terran messed up a little bit, should have gotten that supply depot a bit earlier. He left the gap open, but the Protoss player didn't take it, so he's going to have to find another way to scout out. Meanwhile, he's got a fairly standard opening going on here. A simulator into the cybernetics core. We'd expect to see a couple more gateways coming out fairly soon, probably into 3 gate, and then push out into expansion maybe, or he might be going for Stargates, he might be going for a fast robo, he may even be going for a 4 gate attack on this guy. So we'll see exactly what happens, and my computer is a little bit laggy. I actually cast a video earlier this morning and I replayed it back, and it had this awful whine on it. I thought it was my dryer or something like that, but it turned out it was actually the I've got a USB splitter hooked up to the front of my computer. I had the microphone through that, and the splitter must be doing something wrong, because it was causing this really nasty whine through the microphone. But I've switched the microphone, it's plugged directly into the computer USB port, so it's not going through the splitter or anything, and the problem seems to have solved itself. So we'll see what happens here, and what's going to happen here I'm not sure. He could be going for double Reapers, he could be switching a factory into here to go for no, it looks like it's just fast Marines. I'm not sure, he may be going in for a fast push, or no, he looks like he's going to try and supply this bunker. The Reaper went over there. Looks like the Reaper didn't do much. If we have a look at the units lost, no, so no units lost from there. I don't know if he went over and got, it looks like he got the scout off with the Reaper, but he didn't kill anything. So yeah, there we go. There's the next 2 gateways. What is he doing here? He's put him down a little bit later than I usually would, but oh, that's why. So he's got a Stargate down. He's pumping out an Oracle, so that's going to be a very nice harassing unit sort of thing. He doesn't have too much at the front, but he's not facing too much, so that's fine. This Reaper is going to come in though. He's going to jump up. I'm not sure if he can go straight up this gap, but he can jump up this one, then up that one. And I think he should be able to kill a few probes. If he goes in there, he should be able to get a few probes if he makes a move in there, but he's not doing it at the moment. He's just using this Reaper for a bit of scouting. Wait, here we go. He may be going up there. That's it. Keep to the right side. Beautiful. I don't think the Stalker saw him, so we'll see how many kills he can get there. That's it. Attack, attack. He's just going for a scout at the moment. You could have killed some probes there. He's going to go for it now. Of course, attacking the ones at the gas, never a good idea, because unless you're manually attacking them, he'll go for this unit, and then as soon as it goes inside the gas, he'll disengage and he'll start attacking the next one. So you want to attack him in the mineral line, because then it'll automatically hit the same one continuously unless you move it away. So there's a lot more chance of getting a kill, as opposed to just wiping the shields off of 3 different probes. But yes, we've got a what's that, Twilight Council thing going down. So we could look for either a fairly heavy ground army with Zealot Legs and Blink, or he might be going into Dark Shrine or something like that, Templar Archives or something. It's a bit early to be thinking about Templar Archives, I think, at this stage of the game, because he doesn't have the ground army to support it. But Dark Shrine, always a good unit early game to get, simply because if the Terran player isn't expecting it, then you can go in there and you can start putting in some Templar and start whacking them all over the place. Of course, not that good an option versus a Terran player, because they've got scan and they can just save up the scan and just go nuts with it. You can see he's not doing too bad. I don't know if he's planning this use, but he did wait till it got to about 70 or 80 or so. So it's nice. It's a good idea to always make sure you've got at least 40 or 50 or something like that. So when you get to 50, don't just drop a mule down straight away, because you might need that scan if a Dark Shrine comes up. It doesn't look like he's going for Templar Archives. So it's an interesting mix. He's going for Storm. He really... I mean, this is a very fast Storm, and it could do some damage, because Marines are very susceptible to Storm. But we'll have to see. So he may have a very good 15-minute army, because he'll have all the Templars, and they'll have full energy by that point, so he'll be able to do a lot of damage. However, the amount of gas he's going to have to spend on these Templars, the High Templar, I think, are 50 minerals, 150 gas, so he really needs this gas to get that sort of tech going, and he doesn't have that many low-level units. He will be able to have a large amount of Zealots, because he'll have so many minerals, and, I mean, Zealot Templar, you know, it could work, it really could. I'm not sure how well it will work. The Marauders will be a bit dicey. You really need Stalkers to take care of the Marauders. The Zealots don't do that good against Marauders, and the Storm doesn't do that good against him either, so you really will need Stalkers for these guys. But the Terran player is going for mostly Marines, so I think right now the Protoss has got a pretty good army, or is going to have a pretty good army to take these guys out. Meanwhile, they've both expanded. Look at the income tab. The Terran is about 7 workers ahead. Together with Mules, he's doing very nicely there, but the Protoss is continuing to build up his worker count, so I don't think he's fatally behind in the economy. He's still getting more. The Terran's still getting more. The Terran's pulling ahead a little bit on the eco, but that's fine. I don't think it's going to be any sort of serious amount that he's falling behind. Now this army it's not bad. I think the Terran could probably take him though with Stim, and with a couple of more dropships, these dropships coming out, I think he could take him, because those Marines just do so much damage when they're stimmed up when they're in large groups. And it all depends, because I mean 3 or 4 storms here, so that really could just demolish this army. But I think with the amount of forces he's got, he's really going to have to rely on the storms a lot, because he doesn't have the forces to just go in and just wipe these guys out without the storms. Now, unfortunately, if this guy's thinking of doing medevac drops, that's going to be hard, because storms are best used in an army versus army, everything's grouped up sort of situation. If these guys are just going to do drops, if he's going to do a couple of Marauder drops in the rack or something like that, he really needs Stalkers to help defend those. Stalkers are much faster than the Zealots. It's much easier to attack things. The Zealots get caught up in the mineral line. They're not very good at defending drops. But it does look like this army is going to push out here. So this is going to be excellent for the Protoss player. As long as he can get those storms down, he could do very well in this game. There are a couple of ghosts, and look at that. The feedback on those ghosts is phenomenal. The storms on these guys, absolutely phenomenal. So really, really great engagement from the Protoss player there. And all he has to do, I think, is just charge in and take him out. I think at this point, he should be fine. These ghosts can take a lot of these shields down, but I don't think they can do much about the Templars anymore. The damage has been done already. So let's see how these guys go in. I think the Protoss should be fine. I think he just needs to push. He might be worried about siege tanks, but he's got nothing to worry about on that stage. Another storm might not be a bad idea. There it goes. And the Terran just took maximum damage there. If you're Terran and you're quick on the trigger, you can do a quick stim and run out, and maybe you only take a third of the storm damage, but he was not quick on the trigger there at all. He took the full amount of that damage, and the storms going down there really just did fantastic work. I think the Ghost may have sniped the High Templar or something like that. I can't see the no, never mind. They are being morphed into Archons as we speak. So the Templar survived to be morphed into Archons. And yeah, just a bit of bad luck, a little bit of lack of skill there on the Terran's player, not being able to EMP the High Templar before the High Templar got the feedback on the Ghosts. And that was, you know, he could have done better, but it's not an easy move by any stretch of the imagination. It's very hard to be able to go in and get the EMP on those Templar. It's very much sort of edge of the knife sort of situation. It's if you mess up even a little bit, then you miss out on the EMP. And the same thing goes for the Protoss. If you mess up even a little bit, you miss the feedbacks on the Ghosts, and then they EMP you, and it's just too bad. And if the EMP had gone off on those High Templar, then I think the Terran forces would have almost certainly wiped these forces out. But yeah, I mean, these things happen. Yeah, so that's it. That's the end of the game. Congratulations to Nyx for winning this battle with some very nice High Templar play. And yeah, I'm sorry to see those Ghosts didn't get the hits off that they needed to, but there we go. Thank you very much for watching this game. It's actually nice to see they actually went for Ghosts. A lot of Terran players, they don't even think about going for Ghosts against the Protoss player, and even if you don't have High Templar, go for Ghosts anyway, because Zealots and Stalkers, a good EMP will completely drain their shields, and that's like half their health gone. Well, not for the Zealot. The Zealot is, I think in original StarCraft he had a bit more shields than this, but in this one he's got bugger all shields, so... But it would definitely take a full third of his life off. Stalkers, I think he gets the full 80. Actually, we'll have a look here. Is it F... I think it's F12. There we go. Terran units, Ghost. EMP. 100 damage to shields. So there you go, 100 damage. So yeah, that would have completely drained the energy of these Stalkers. Archons, though, 350 energy. EMP is good, but you kind of have to stack it up to actually whittle down their energy, and it's just not really worth it, to be honest. Oh shit, I'm gonna go back to you. Where's a snipe? Is this guy got a snipe? 25. See, that does no damage at all. A lot of arcade games, snipe is absolutely awesome, but in this one it's 50 versus psionic, so maybe you sniping some High Templar or something like that. But yeah, anyway, it's a good idea to get the Ghosts out, but he just couldn't pull the micro off when he needed to. And yeah, congratulations to Nyx. This has been Hairy Muppet, casting my very first game submitted by a fan. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.